a story called Odalisque, which is the painting, if you've seen that beautiful painting by Ang, is it? It's based on Dubai. I had a trip to Dubai, and I did seem to find some things inspirational about it. So this is about an American woman living in Dubai, and it kind of brings up a bit of the hypocrisy about life in the Middle East and life as a Westerner in the Middle East. We met over the pastry table at Spinney's supermarket in the Mancol district. The Spinney is with the Filipino hooker who hangs around outside the glass doors day and night, her skin-tight pants splitting her crotch, her painted face devoid of expression. Perhaps she isn't a hooker at all, but only looks like one. No matter how many times I go to buy my groceries, she's there, alone, standing, waiting, her mobile pinched between her long painted fingernails. Just as the Latino hustler in his tight black t-shirt and jeans is always there on my way home, cruising up and down past the hotels, day and night, though mostly at night when it's cooler. After all, it can get up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer, and Gulf winters aren't exactly Zurich either. I've often wondered who his clients are. Wealthy Arabs for whom homosexuality might be punishable by death, or lonely sunburned Englishmen working for the big tax-free bucks in Dubai. Probably a bit of both. They have a pork counter at Spinney's for the foreigners, the heathens, though I've yet to see anyone make a purchase. It's expensive to buy pork in a Muslim country. Not sure I'd want to either. You tend to get away from the taste of pig flesh until it becomes a distant and unmissed memory on the tongue. Booze, well, that's another matter. You could always get booze. Westerners wouldn't come here if they couldn't. Not the Brits, anyway. When I was still the new kid on the block, I asked the waitress at a Chinese restaurant if the dumplings and the wonton soup had pork in them, concerned as I was for the spiritual well-being of my Muslim dinner companions. "They're chicken," she said. Of course, what else could it be? Meanwhile, back at Spinney's, I was in the process of selecting some baklava to have with my meal that evening. This is very important business, I should add, food in general being an important business in the Middle East. I was dying to pop a piece into my mouth right that minute, but it was Ramadan and the sun was still shining. Not that I would have been led away in handcuffs, but the consumption of food or drink during Ramadan is frowned upon. Everything goes on behind closed doors. Stuff your face as much as you want, but not in public, please. Unless you're at a hotel, where Islam vanishes the moment you step inside the refrigerated lobby. Even a drink of water on the street is prohibited, though you might see overheated English tourists going about with a plastic bottle of mineral water, their faces running the gamut from lilac to pink to lobster red. The same English tourists whose ultimate calamity in life is the absence of liquor for the holy month. It's the major topic of conversation. Hear an English accent and you can guarantee it'll be complaining about the lack of booze. They'd have happily gone without food and sex for the month, provided they could get a drink. Abstention isn't so hard once you get used to it. You can get used to a lot of things in Dubai.